Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Vent This. This week, we are delighted. We're delighted, if I can get those words out. Delighted doesn't always come out because, as you know, I am not always delighted. But we are delighted to have back with us today our media guru, Sam Soul. And we've got a lot of people here in the studio today, too, as you heard. Yeah. Well, welcome, Sam.
Welcome, Sam. Welcome back.
Hi, guys. I'm so excited to be back.
So Sam's here because we've had several events about wedding related issues, and since Sam is getting married in the near future, we thought she could share some of her thoughts on all the wonderful things that go on with wedding planning. And I was so excited about this episode that I was originally dressed in a sequin skirt and a feather boa, but then I decided it was a little too much for the podcast, and I went back to a t-shirt and shorts. So here
the skirt looked good, Chuck, but the boa was a little too...
The boa, yeah, it was over the top, so I just went back to the t-shirt and the shorts. All right.
Yeah.
So anybody got anything they want to talk about before we get started, or...
I'm good.
I'm excited to hear some wedding events. Maybe I'll blow off some steam too.
Yeah,
there we go. Look at that. All right. So Chris, I guess you're reading all the events today. So why don't you pull the first one out of the complaint box and read it to us?
Yeah, Loretta's AWOL again, and I'll do the reading. All right. So here it goes. This is from Bridesmaids Are Godzilla. Hi, my vent is about my upcoming wedding. And believe me when I tell you, planning a wedding is so stressful, and I'm positive most women out there will relate. Okay, I asked 5 of my girlfriends to be my bridesmaids, and all of them were so excited, and they said yes. As we were getting closer to the wedding, I sent out pictures of the bridesmaids' dresses, the stores where you could buy them, all the details that they needed to do to get started. Okay. 3 of them complained of the color, the different styles. Some of them asked if they could switch with the other girls. Geez, I'm paying for these dresses, so I think they should not start being so catty about this. It's put such a bad taste in my mouth that I don't even want to get married anymore. And this is signed, My Bridesmaids Are Godzillas.
Wow. So, well, I've always thought that bridesmaid bickering was always a thrill. Oh,
this is just crazy. I mean, this makes me feel really lucky about how nice my bridesmaids have been.
Do you have a lot of them, Sam?
I have 4, but 2 of them are my fiance's sisters.
Oh, nice.
And then the other 2 are some of my dearest friends who are basically like sisters to me. So I kept it really as small as I felt like I possibly could. And I think here's the thing. When you agree to be a bridesmaid, you know what you're getting into. You know that you're not really going to have a lot of say in what you wear. You know that you're going to have your hair done the way the bride wants it. This is not your day. This is her day.
Yep.
And they need to just suck it up, especially if she's paying for the dress. I'm not paying for the dresses for my bridesmaids, and they were all excited to wear exactly what I picked out for them. So I think these girls need to just leave this bride alone. She's got enough stress on her plate, and let her enjoy this season.
It seems like yours is going, pretty smooth. See, I've always thought that there should be an event at the reception to work all this stuff out. And instead of, why do we throw a bouquet? Instead of throwing a bouquet, I think they should have bridesmaid arm wrestling competition, to truly see who the maid of honor is.
I think that's a great idea, Chuck. Arm wrestling,
cornhole
throwing. Yeah, what else? Wrestling.
Yeah.
Love it.
How do I sign up? Sounds fun.
There you go, and it would make the reception much more fun. And while we're at it, I've never quite understood the term best man. If he's the best man, why is she marrying the other guy? It makes no sense to me at all. I mean, what kind of stuff is that?
Sam, if you had Chuck as a bridesmaid, you wouldn't have to worry about hair and makeup. He doesn't need any makeup, and he's got no hair.
You're right, and I'd be laughing all day long.
And I've got my sequin skirt.
Yeah,
and my feather boa.
Bring the boa.
Yeah, I'm all set. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to work out. Who do we invite? Who should we invite? Who do we need to invite? Who would it be nice to invite?
Yeah,
it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
there's-
personally, I've been there before, and I kind of feel like you should just get married, and I mean, I know you're doing your thing, and that's fine, but I mean, I look at it like, why is it necessary to ruin 150 other people's lives? Just get married by yourself and go take a honeymoon.
You mean
know?
like justice of the peace and have
Yeah,
like a couple
yeah, go
witnesses
to
and call it a day?
church. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah, instead of having people, you get so many people involved and there's so much tension. And I remember when I got married, it was like my wife wasn't there, and the priest is looking at his watch, going, "Where is she?" I said, "She's on Cuban time. She'll be here in an hour." That kind of stuff. He said, "I've got other things to do." And you could save a lot of money, time, and aggravation, and.
Chuck, Sam
Oh,
can't
yeah.
wait to get married. You're putting a damper on.
I know, but well, you're coming from an old crusty guy that's been there
Yeah.
and was almost there another time, and I think it's a wonderful institution if you like institutions.
I mean, listen, I'm getting married and I'm so excited for it, but I agree. It's a lot of hullabaloo for one day.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. And you're not. My experience was you don't remember my reception. There was 500 people there.
Oh my God.
I danced
Whoa.
with, I kissed people because we didn't know where to stop. We didn't know where to stop with there again. It's like, who do we invite? We should have them. We can't invite them without inviting the other people and the mother and the father and the uncle and, and all that stuff. And it just keeps going and going and going. But I kissed people that I never saw again. I never saw them before I kissed them. It's like, it's just a lot of hullabaloo, to quote Sam.
Isn't that a dance, hullabaloo?
But I think you
It
think
was
of
back in the
hula.
day, right?
It's the hula. Oh, the hula.
the hula.
Was that a dance? It may have been.
Yeah.
It may have been. But these are just my thoughts, of course, and I'm not trying to sway anybody on getting married, not getting married, or influence Sam in any way. Thinking.
It's too late for me to be influenced. We're
You're
a
there.
little over 2 months out. There's no room for me to change my mind. So don't worry.
Turning back.
There is no turning back at this point.
You're on the entrance ramp of the freeway. You got to keep going in the right direction.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. Well, I feel bad for this, bride that's going through all this. But you know what? It's like Sam said, it's a lot of hullabaloo, and you're going to have these kind of talks and friction. Everybody just get along. It's not your day, bridesmaids. It's like Sam said, it's the bride's day. So shut up.
It is the bride's day, so let the bride have what she wants, and just have a great party, and do all that excitement, and because it's her day, and then after that, the husband gets everything he wants the rest of their lives.
Chuck. Okay, Chuck. I don't think so. All right. So here we go.
Oh,
Before
so
Chuck
Chrissy,
gets-
next letter, Chrissy.
Yeah. Before we get Chuck in trouble. All right. Here we go. It's called Parents Are a Wedding Nightmare. All right. My parents are paying for half of my wedding, which is not cheap. If I could pay for all of it, I would, but I can't afford it. Since my parents are paying for half, they feel they can invite anyone they want. I don't want to hurt their feelings, but I don't want to invite all their guests. I have many friends and I want to invite them, but the guest list is now at 150. I don't want to elope, but what are you supposed to do? I'm not sure this is an event, but it feels good to blow off some steam. And again, it's signed, Parents Are a Wedding Nightmare. Oh,
Well, you
sure
better
sounds
believe
like-
that. I think you should just do your thing. The couple should do their thing. Do what you can afford. If you get married, you do it on your terms, whether it's elope, the justice of the peace, the church, the synagogue, whatever you want, you do that. If you start your marriage giving in to all the wishes and needs of your parents, you're doomed right from the beginning. I mean,
I know, but Chuck, they're paying for half.
well, don't let them pay for it. In other words, that's what I'm saying. Do what you can afford. If you're going to give
Yeah, I
into
mean, I
everything
guess-
else, yeah.
That's the hard thing is like if this girl clearly wants a wedding that is more than what she can afford. And so the trade-off there in having her parents help her pay for the wedding she wants is that there's going to be a little bit of give and take. You're going to have to bend in a couple places when your mom wants to invite her best friend Sally or whoever it may be, and know that that's the trade-off in getting the help for your dream wedding. I mean, my parents are very generously paying for my wedding, And luckily I'm friends with a lot of my friends' parents, and my mom and I have really similar tastes and stuff. And so it hasn't been hard to have that compromise. But I think if this girl's not willing to do what she can afford and pay for it on her own, like Chuck was saying, then she's going to have to just give in a little bit.
So your parents aren't interfering. They're just, letting you do whatever you want to do.
Giving you what you want.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've definitely had some opinions on some things, and they've had some friends that they wanted to invite that were not people I maybe would have immediately thought of, but we're definitely inviting a handful of their friends. We're inviting a handful of my fiance's friends, just because, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, the wedding is about you and it's about your marriage, but it's also about bringing together so many people who want to celebrate you and be there for you. And sometimes your parents' friends are the ones that want to be there to celebrate you.
Yeah, especially if you grew up with them, you've known them a long time.
Exactly.
I mean, the other alternative is don't invite your parents.
Oh, there you go. There. No, but I mean, it is your wedding. It's not your parents.
Go over really well.
Yeah. But it's not your parents' wedding. It's your wedding. So it really, but I mean, if you can't afford it, then maybe you need to have a smaller wedding. I don't know. I just think when you start giving up a lot of things that you want and getting things that you don't want and all that, it just causes for a lot of tension. And then the husband and wife to be are fighting, and then you may also want to invite a good divorce attorney so that you can get started early
as a backup.
As a backup.
I think one of the other things that I've kind of realized and learned throughout this process that we've had so far is that a lot of times the moms of the brides have a lot of opinions of what they want for their daughters' weddings, because their wedding was not everything they wanted it to be, because their mom or their mother-in-law stepped in. And so the cycle just happens that now this girl's mom didn't get everything she wanted. So she's trying to turn her daughter's wedding into her dream wedding. And really, the mom needs to remember that this is about her daughter and what her daughter wants and what her dream day is, not about fulfilling her wedding dreams from 30 years ago.
Right. Yeah. Mom is living her life now through her daughter and
exactly.
Yeah, trying to make her
It's
life
almost
better.
as if the mom should walk down the aisle with her, with a father, and almost make it like a double wedding. I don't know. That's not going to go over big either.
I don't know.
I was kidding.
I'm smelling trouble.
Yeah.
I've had a little experience in this area. So,
How many times were you married, Chuck?
Well, I was almost married twice, and but one of them didn't go through because of problems like that. Mom didn't want that, and mom wanted the other, and she wanted this, and my wife to be wanted something else. It's like, oh, forget it. Who the hell needs to get married? And then that was it. And last time I saw that woman was about 25 years ago.
Oh my God. Okay. Well,
we
sticky
fixed
wicket.
it. Yeah, it's a sticky wicket.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, maybe should we move on to the next one? I hope we commiserated. We did commiserate with her, and she did blow off some steam. And we hope it all goes well.
Yeah, I think that's all we can hope for everybody is you have a good life and a good time and a good marriage and so
let us know.
Let
us know if you actually did get married.
Yeah, call the
cause of divorce.
Call the number. Yeah, 818-570-2535.
Yeah.
Leave us a voicemail. Let me know how you did. Let us know how you do it. Let me know, and then you can call Chris and Sam on another call.
Yeah, and if you need any to blow up any more wedding steam, you can always call and leave another voicemail, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, if you want some good negative input, just private message me.
Yeah. The Grinch.
It's like, all right. So, Chris, what's the next source of excitement?
Okay. Thanks, Chuck. This one is called Destination Wedding. Really? Okay, here we go. My friend is having a wedding in New York because that's where she's always wanted to have a wedding. She lives in Atlanta and I live in California. And as you can guess, I'm invited. It sounds great, but I have to buy an airline ticket, get a hotel room, buy a dress, buy a gift. I did the calculations and it's going to cost me around $2,500. and she really wants me there. But my goodness, this is so expensive. I want to go, but I think it's unfair to put that kind of stress on me and other people. And again, it's signed Destination Wedding. Really? That's
Well, first of
expensive.
all, I've never understood the term destination wedding. I mean, if you get married at the corner gas station near your house, that's a destination. Anywhere you go is a destination. So what the hell
That's
is
very
destination?
true.
Yeah. So what does this term mean? Destination wedding. We're
It
getting
means-
married at a destination.
It means it's like not in the area you're in.
Is that what it is? Someplace else.
Yes.
Oh, so not at home. It's a not at home wedding.
I have
All right.
so many thoughts about this destination wedding thing as somebody that's in this stage of life where so many people I know are getting married, and obviously I'm planning a wedding. The destination wedding thing has gotten out of control. I'm having a wedding local to where I live, which is not local to everybody that's coming, but it's local to the majority, and it's still where I live and where I'm from. So that's not
Most-
considered a destination wedding,
Most of
although
you
it's
people are there. Yeah.
it will be a destination for some people. The thing is, when you are planning a destination wedding, I think these brides have like lost touch of reality of how much they are asking people to do. Like, again, you're asking people to travel, you're asking people to buy an outfit, and then you're asking them to buy a gift. I think really the only way if you are like, I want to get married in Italy or Hawaii or wherever your dream wedding is, and you want people to fly out there, you have to limit it and it's just family, because you can't expect all these people in your life to do that. It's just so much. And then on top of it now, there's the destination bachelorette trips, and you have different outfit itinerary for every day. And it's like, these weddings are becoming multi-$1,000 expenses for guests, and it's just not fair.
Totally.
No, you're right. You're right. Why do I need to spend $3,000 to watch you get married? And in this day,
Exactly.
right. I mean, you can just stream the wedding on the internet. Everybody can watch it.
It's like,
Well, that's
it's
true.
about getting married. And also, like, these brides are like, oh, well, it'll be so fun for everybody to have a trip to Florida. And I'm like, I don't want my vacation picked out for me.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to go on vacation where I want to go. So, like, I was at a destination wedding for a dear friend in February, and I was super excited to be there. I had no complaints about it, but I flew in like the day before the wedding festivities started. So I flew in on Thursday and I flew home on Sunday, the day after, because I didn't want to take the time off of work, and neither did my fiance, that we could use for a vacation another time that's a vacation of our choosing.
Exactly. One thing leads to another. I also think that if you're invited to a destination wedding, this doesn't involve you, Chuck. Meaning,
Why? Why am I not invited?
no, you're invited, but I don't think you have to buy. I mean, you don't have to buy a gift. I don't think.
I agree. I think you shouldn't have to.
Well, not if you spent all this money to actually get there.
Right, exactly.
Here's the thing. People are still inviting guests to destination weddings, and then on their wedding website, it's like, here's our registry to buy a wedding gift. If you're having a destination wedding, I am the gift.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, me showing up is the gift.
Yes, exactly.
There's no other way to put it. And some people will still buy you gifts because they want to, but don't ask people to do it. Or they like, come to our destination wedding, and by the way, here's our honeymoon fund for you to pay for our honeymoon. I just think that is crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's just, it's kind of like they should just say, and if you're really out of your mind, here's our registry,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pick out something. I mean, think about all the advantages that you're giving people. I mean, the cost, the inconvenience, the overall experience of they've got to fly there, they've got to rent a car, they've got to get a hotel, and then they've got to get back to work on time on Monday morning.
And they're on their honeymoon
across the country.
Right.
while
And
you're
they're on their
honeymoon.
And they're on their honeymoon while you're traveling back.
Yeah, I don't think it's rude to decline this. I mean, they didn't consider you when they invited you to this thing. So and you don't need to give them a reason. You just, I decline. That's all. That should be fine. I say small wedding, local wedding. Stop bothering lots of people. Just my thoughts.
I said this to a friend recently. my opinion on the destination wedding thing is that if you are having a destination wedding and you're not limiting it to family and you're inviting, let's say, 100 people or your friends or whoever it is, you have to be okay with people saying no.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be okay knowing that I'm going to invite these people, but I have zero expectation of everybody coming. Otherwise, it's just completely not fair. Like, that's, if I were doing a destination wedding, that's how I would do it. I would be like, listen, I would love for you to be there, but if you can't, I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, no hard feelings. I will not be upset. Like, you just have to be okay that not everybody's going to be able to do it.
Plus, if you can't come, obviously you're still going to send a gift. So basically, the bride's saving money because
Exactly. And getting a gift.
So it kind of still works out for her.
Well, Sam, you seem pretty level-headed, and there's a lot of people out there that are just nuts. I don't know.
Like Chuck. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Chuck.
Apparently.
Yeah. So anyway, well, I don't know. Did we fix that problem? I don't know that we fixed it. We just voiced our opinions and threw some silliness in there, and
Yeah.
maybe gave her some answers. So there's sane thoughts to come out of Sam's head, and not much thought comes out of mine.
It's a scary day when I realize that I'm one of the most level-headed, normal people I know.
So, hey, so before we go, I did want to mention, you should all go to Instagram and check out Sam's posts. She's got a lot of great clothing design tips. And Sam, is there anything we should know that you could tell us about your posts or?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Preptista, Preptista. It's a fashion, lifestyle, home, beauty account that I've had for over 10 years now. So I just,
Wow.
I post lots of fun little things for you to buy that you probably don't need, but you're going to want.
And we could all use some sprucing up. So go to her Instagram page and
And also, yeah, Chuck, we have Ventus has a Instagram account too called Go to that one too, because we all have a lot of different comments about the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Ventus Podcast. And Sam, our lovely bride to be, does all of our posting, and it's wonderful. Please check that out. And
we'd love to hear your thoughts on the episodes in the comments.
Yes. Yep. Contact us. Let us know what's going on. So, well, folks, if you didn't learn anything here today, you weren't paying attention. We had a lot of information for you. That's just the way it is. We hope we gave you some chuckles and some food for thought. And don't forget to go to ventus.org and write us a vent right on the website. Right on the website, you can actually type us a letter. Let us know what your problem is. Not all your problems, but give us a problem or two. And you can also leave us a voicemail vent by calling 818-570-2535. That's 818-570-2535. And we'll play your voicemail right on an upcoming episode. Now go out there and make someone smile.